Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, for episode 6 of season 2 of Interview with the Vampire. I just had the realization before, hitting record on this that we only have, after this, 2 more episodes. For whatever reason, I thought this season had 10 episodes. So I thought we had much longer to go from here. Even though I already started the poll, which I would not have done unless we had 4 weeks left to go, which indicates that I knew this last week. But apparently I forgot that this week. Weird how that works. But yeah, oh well. It's just something that clicked, I guess. I didn't realize, or for whatever reason, we're that close to the end. But with that all said, we had a really intense episode last week. And especially with all the Armand stuff, everything just kind of breaking down, tempers being had, and getting to see what actually took place back when Daniel met them the first time. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff. A lot of implications as well we need to follow back up on, which, I presume that was a much needed turning point that's going to illuminate a lot of things we're going to see, because we took a break from the story of the past that we were getting there, from what happened to the theater, what happens when it burns down, what was supposed to happen with Claudia, and all this kind of stuff, and took a little bit of a break to talk about the last time Daniel and them got together, the first interview, and what led to that and what happened after that. We took a little bit of a break to fill that in before moving on with the tales. And I'm very curious to see what that leads to. So with that all said, let's get ready to hop in. If you want to see the full reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, where you can watch it without all the edits we got to do to get this stuff up on YouTube. You also get up to 4 weeks early access, depending on what tier you sign up for. It's just a great way to support the channel and help us do things you do here. But at the end of the day, really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. Please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. And then I'll send it away. Let's get ready to hop into episode 6. Here we go. Episode 13, like the light which God made the world before he made light.
How did I get the tapes? There was no postage on the package with the tapes. Bylaws of my co-op say only the mailman can have the key that opens up all the mailboxes. So did you guys get to my mailman? If he's in on it, then I'm thinking, do I still have that obligation?
These are the real questions.
I'm going to the bathroom.
You can't break me.
They're gonna turn you into broth bags because you couldn't hold it.
Yes, sir.
I've been dreaming about the mackerel here.
Is that another Talamasca guy, or actually somebody within their unit?
You had pictures of me in 1973.
Pictures of them. You were a fly on the windshield.
Can you protect me?
From being killed? No. You fear Armand. You should fear the other one.
Oh.
Better not to have so tangible a reminder of Paris up on our walls.
An interview about Paris is a more tangible reminder of Paris than a few photographs.
I love the way they talk about all these different setups and stuff like that, and what says what about what they once said.
If I could swap bodies with you, I'd be running the order by now.
Interesting way to put it.
Mr. Malloy would like to stay alive.
And perhaps he should have thrown the tapes away when he found them in his mailbox.
I'm leaving you. I wish to tell you that now. Thought as much.
I apologize for your haircut, bro.
I didn't want to bring the work's anxieties into our home.
Or you're recalling the events with bias. Feed Santiago his own ego back to him.
What does it mean to die?
Love, again, it's very similar situation, the way they work together to orchestrate a narrative to get the result that they want through the way they choose to interact with those around them or their opposition.
Been eternally young.
I could not read any of that.
Take the passage again, Santiago, and a foot forward downstage. It's quite lovely, Sam. Even more what you're doing with it, Santiago.
And we still haven't got a follow up on what he's going to do.
Nailing him to the stage.
And what is the end of the world?
God, dude, his stare, his gaze.
My eyes on him till curfew every night.
I have lived now in 2
But
centuries.
the play had no roles for
Like
women.
with what he did, what he found, what he took from Louis' room.
The gentleman whose wealth has made our sacred art possible for the last 150 years. Maître wishes to invite him to attend the premiere.
Oh, interesting.
There hasn't been a lapse in communication, has there?
I haven't been authorized to divulge.
Get on with it. The day, the hour, the minute.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, they're investigating. Oh, whoa.
New Orleans, Louisiana, early February 1940.
Merci.
Wow. Yeah, they're just digging through because they're suspect.
Ticking. The precision of a clock.
Yeah.
In a room as vast as the universe.
God, he's fucking phenomenal.
I buy that he'd been in power a long time. You can get lazy.
It was love.
And love. He was loving in those days, sure.
What the hell?
Were you with Mr. Malloy the entire dinner?
He used the restroom for approximately 5 minutes.
Had a piece of halibut that still wanted to swim.
So Rashid is in on all of this, which was the kind of takeaway, which why they knew each other at the point. He's there, the in for the Talamasca then.
Diaries are friends of last resort. I have found one not made of paper and glue. Fuck these vampires.
And you could see how the whole little game between those two has been broken up since the little secret talk those two had while he was out doing his hunt. You know, knowing that he's suspicious of whatever happened between Daniel and, well, actually both of them, right? The memory manipulation that occurred to both of them, the simultaneous synchronized edit of their brains. You know, there's a coldness in which they were unison. They were working the whole playful, we're in love, we're this, you know, this complicated couple, but we're here for each other. We talk it through, the whole little song and dance they've been putting on this season in front of Daniel. And now that's been fucking obliterated. He's like, sure, okay, love. Maybe he was just lazy. Maybe you were the way that Louis is treating him right now is another thing. And then a guy from Dalmascus was like, hey, you know, you might be afraid of Armand right now, but you should be afraid of Louis. And Louis right now has been awakened in a way that's going to be interesting to see how this all navigates or plays out, rather. And you can see, like, how uncomfortable Armand is right now.
Claudia's immortal and beloved.
Note to self, everything related to Claudia from this point forward is without written corroboration.
Just our memories of her.
Oof.
A little more vermouth next time, Rashid.
I can make another.
No, it's good. It's just his were better.
Oh, they're being both so combative with him right now.
Bonsoir, Madame Epavier.
Oh my God.
Crie tout si tu veux, hein? Tes voisins s'en fichent.
Claudia come to the rescue. Ooh. Oh! Yo! Whoa! Their deaths came too swift, man. They needed to know slowly the realization before being sent to the darkness. Oh! More like that. Oh, wait, so somebody's still alive. God. Yep, there she is.
Don't run, because a lot of noise just happened. I gotta clean up. I can do it fast, I can do it right, but...
Go for it. Clean away. Do your thing.
That's good. Sit down.
She gonna break one of their laws? They can't verify some of the other suspicions they might have, but if they find out about this and she doesn't turn her or kill her, that's a breach of the tenets she swore to.
Where's the light switch?
Crazy.
calls.
Look at him looking up, knowing he came in.
Real estate, dividend stocks with compound interest, maybe a plane. I'll fly.
The first vampire capitalist, the first vampire pilot.
Why not? Take off your clothes.
Yeah.
Come read them to me while I fuck you.
Whoa. Take charge, Louis.
What's it like to drink blood? Is it like drinking life itself?
It's not the answers to life's mystery, it's food.
And me?
I can't lie. I watch it slide along your veins.
Oh?
Take a sip.
No.
Pourquoi non?
Last time this happened, she couldn't stop.
This a dressmaker? You supposed to run out of time?
Yes, I'm the forbidden friend.
She's funny, she's blunt, and it's a long story, but I killed in front of her.
Of course you did. Is it romantic?
No.
No.
Not yet.
You were Lestat's, now you're Albans.
Or Armand is mine.
I've been a third all my life. Not saying that to fight, just saying that it's true.
Yeah, that's true.
I get to pick one thing for myself, and it's her. A weird
think she
white lady I
deserve-
met by happenstance.
I think she deserves that at least.
You want a companion?
She does.
Oh. What a weird... I don't know. I did not see this coming.
Trampled on the laws and I am to reward her for it? To every vampire a dressmaker?
Oh.
You think you're happy with me now? Can you imagine? Without the burden of her?
Oof.
Close your minds, both of you. I'll know it if you haven't.
We're in such a weird situation.
Tu aimerais être l'une des nôtres?
Non, je vais être avec elle. Mais toi, tu peux aller te faire foutre.
Jusqu'à ce que la solitude arrive.
Monsieur, ça fait longtemps que je suis toute seule.
Tu seras un monstre.
Too many, she already is.
Fais-moi un monstre, tu feras que me transformer en ce que je suis déjà.
Yeah. It's not really going to change much for... She doesn't seem to have friends. She doesn't seem to have anything outside her shop.
Without the burden of me.
I said it to get him through the door.
But also, it's kind of true.
Aucune pitié pour l'enfant, la mère.
Je suis un humain et j'aime ma nourriture. Quand je serai un vampire, est-ce que j'aimerais ma nourriture?
She really is kind of a go with the flow person, isn't she?
Claudia, he thinks there's something left of my era.
You're stronger. I can feel it.
I am.
Harder, too.
Mm-hmm.
Et que feras-tu dans quelques décennies quand elle se jettera dans le feu parce qu'elle le fera?
Peut-être qu'elle le fera pas. T'en sais rien.
So you just get that scent in the air about Claudia that no matter how much she feigns, she'll not endure.
He said no.
I said I would not do it.
Damn.
I had reasoning.
What was it?
He had never made one.
Oh, wait. Huh.
The Parisian coven
Wow,
for
okay.
2 centuries.
And he hadn't told me.
I did once. He didn't hear it.
Well, at least we can agree it was a disingenuous act.
I went in there
You walked
open-minded.
into
It was an
Madeline's
outrageous
atelier with your mind made up.
Let's see. Fuck these vampires.
Wow. A lot of weird little swings I didn't quite expect in this. Not swings, but I don't know. Revelations, turns, twists.
Is your companion stuck up there chewing on your inhibitions like a hamster?
Claudia?
Look at her smirking to that.
A play is the script, and there are no mentions in this script of projections. That's your cue, Sam.
It's a work in progress.
And plays require events, Sam! And Quang and I are bloody dangling up here!
That can be remedied!
bleed!
God, man.
You're fangless!
I love your work, Sam. Apologies.
Well played, Maitre.
Oh, this is a play itself to get the desired effect. Yeah. Oh my God, this is so fucked. And he's emotionally distraught, distracted. Ah!
In the back pages, strange crimes reported.
A telescopic lens stolen from the observatory at Meudon.
The fuck are they doing? What is their plot?
Claudia does not want his blood.
She doesn't have an alternative.
It could fail. The woman could turn into one of those drooling revenants you saw back in...
Oh, so those were failed vampires. I thought that was just the result of being turned with an inadequate blood supply, not a failed turning. Well, I guess by extension, both are that.
Are you asking or making me?
Yes.
Make sure we're not bothered. Yeah?
Man, Louis so different now. Again, it is and isn't very similar to Lestat in the way that, I don't know, he's commanding things. The way things, I don't know, it's so strange watching the evolution of Louis.
Oh, I like this song. My heart is an island bird.
Finally taking charge in a life where he never really felt like it, confident in it.
If you get scared, you just look at that light. Listen to my voice. I won't let anything go wrong.
It's the blood that made you.
I hope... I feel like something's gonna go wrong, but I hope nothing does. They've never done this before. I mean, no, everybody's got to do it their first time, right? Everybody's got a first, but like, God, I
drank with obligation.
And?
On the warm current of her blood, the pleasures of a sly coupling, the joys of a sunny afternoon, of an unexpected death.
Oh.
In an impossible afternoon light she could never survive in. Claudia, as Madeline perceived her. Rendered even more beautiful by her beholder.
And was it successful?
Did she take? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
They're both on their way.
Oh, and they're just gone?
I know that because I can feel her, Madeline, this stranger, my fledgling.
Oh, in that way that he's tied.
Claudia took my hand. We said something about being even. I did not care. You were right.
Give it time.
Yeah.
You'll find your way back to each other.
What's in the suitcase?
Some clothes.
Leaving.
You broke with the coven?
They gave me a choice. I chose.
That's what you said to me, right?
You know it is.
That's my memory of it. But you were there too. Maybe there's something I missed?
Oh my God. Yeah.
But he forgave me for it.
I didn't forgive you.
Drugs did far more damage to your mind than 5 nights in San Francisco.
It was 6.
My point made. You've a sharper mind as any human that walks. You want an apology? I'm sorry. He thought it was the right thing to do too.
You were going to drain me, pal.
Belated apology number 2.
I asked you to erase it?
Yes, after you came out of a shower in our home in Sausalito, 3 days after we abandoned him.
He just sits there and takes it.
Continuing on the record, Mr. Malloy, I was a coward.
Wow. Okay, taking that at face value as it is, man. After all of this, it's just his own... God, at every turn, he can't really take a stand for himself. He submits at every turn. And Louis getting mad at his own decisions, given that he can't remember. Again, assuming he's telling the truth, which I don't know. God, that's so wild, man. I don't know how to feel anymore, which is kind of the point, because this show has done such a great job at bouncing you around into everybody's feelings and mood and headspace, and you'll get some information that makes you connect with everybody and turn against another, and then in the next you'll get the other side of it, and you're like, oh wait, well what? Damn, now I feel bad for them, and it's just like, oh, it's just like it does a fantastic job that shows that everybody is flawed, is navigating life with the guard up and fists out. And everybody's got their perspective, their take, their feelings. And on the other side of it, so does the person across from you. And that it's not black and white. They do such a great job at making you feel and understand, maybe not agree with, but understand where everybody is coming from and why they feel the way they feel and why they do the things that they do. And even someone's like, oh, what did he do? Why did he make this edit? Why did he do this to both of them? And they're ganging up on him. I was like, yeah, get him. And then it's just like, and he's just like, you fucking told me to. And here I am being the fucking punching bag yet again. You know, turned against his coven, turned against this, turned against that. But then again, he's not taking any charge in anything himself. He doesn't want that. He doesn't want a fledgling. He doesn't want these things. He wants, that would be putting him at the top of something yet again, which is something that he does not want. But then getting punished for obeying on multiple different accounts, you know, putting him at odds with the coven because of this exchange. It's just like so many different little layers, little complexities, little dances that are played without. And then, God, I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. Anyway.
My sister.
She the replacement?
Aimee, we used to call her the family idiot.
She would eat pine cones.
And I didn't tell her about Aimee because I didn't want her thinking she was, what was your word?
The replacement.
Right.
Louis can't talk. He did the same thing for doing the same thing initially.
Take some lessons, Louis.
Bah.
Are you thinking of coming back to Paris?
Trash piles and men who smell like cheese. No, mess. No.
See if the straight line to the next X on the map?
This is the X, Louis.
Aw. This is what she's been looking for the whole time.
To find the X.
Hell yeah.
Stop it.
And him like acting like he doesn't care because I think he's trying to avoid.
Estelle isn't smearing makeup all over herself or humming off key.
Singing off key.
Listen to their gossips or solve their petty crises.
Awkward.
We didn't make it easy for you. I'm sorry.
I think he's saying he's trying not to care so that he doesn't care, so he doesn't feel the pain of it all. It'll come to it eventually.
I feel you too, Madeline.
They feel each other but can't read each other in the way that Lestat can do the same for them.
I can feel you too.
Through him.
Oh, interesting. And?
Yes, he loves you.
Okay.
Aww.
His head getting too big to get out the door.
Taking a stretch. Oh, don't hear another.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. There he goes.
Oh my God.
Why don't you want him to know how much you love him?
That's a little personal.
Think he's afraid. Oh. Uh-oh. Did they notice everything stopped? Oh, that's why he got up. He let this happen.
They gave him a choice. He chose.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs.
Oh no.
Paris outside the divide. Welcome.
The Crimes of the Vampires, Louis and Claudia. Only one performance. Oh no. Oh.
10 minutes to your entrance, Monsieur Liancourt.
Oh, what the fuck?
And the vampire, Lestat de Lyoncourt.
fuck off. What? No. They did want to invite him for this grand coup. He birthed this place, he birthed Louis, he birthed Claudia, and they're here to judge the crimes of everybody involved. Oh my God. No wonder. Oh my God, that God. And just after I started to feel bad for freaking Armand, man. I mean, obviously they're still together to this day. And maybe there was some plan, some orchestration, some premeditation involved with this. I don't know. We know the theater burns down. Lestat most certainly, I don't think, would allow this to transpire, at least for Louis. We know he cares nothing for Claudia, really. For Claudia, the pain instilled in Louis's heart, the love that is instilled in his heart makes me, and I have felt for a while, and there's this idea that, like, they keep saying that, like, that Claudia is going to, she'll run into the fire one day. It's just something that keeps coming up end on end. But I'm just wondering, like, I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't expect this outcome. I expected us, in defense of ourselves, we would burn the theater and all the players within Santiago's entire mutinous little gang of miscreants running around, setting this whole thing up, stealing all that theater equipment, all those little crimes they were talking about in the newspapers. Oh, good. But there it is right there. That's Lestat. He's there. He showed up. He's alive, which he's getting a show. Again, I didn't know if that was a prequel or not, but, like, I think it's as, like, the third chapter, a third series in this. It must be after all of this, I guess. Fucking what a reveal, though. The fact that they were able to get in touch with him, though, is the crazy thing. And the fact that he hasn't shown himself until now, too. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to take about this. I don't know how to feel about this right now. Everything was going just fine, it felt, and it was too good. It was too good. I did have a little bit of a hope that maybe Claudia just, there were no more journals because she didn't write anymore, but because she found her companion, she didn't need the book. Maybe she was out there gallivanting, wandering as they were, just seeing the world, touring the world. Now I'm just worried that these two are not going to get out of here. Obviously, we know Louis and Armand do. I think it's safe to assume Lestat does as well. I do not know what's going to happen there, especially for penance that's going to be paid. I really don't think, though, if Armand did this and Claudia was executed by a decision he made, I don't think Louis could ever forgive him for that, man. As much as Louis in this is like, oh, she's a burden, and he wouldn't say whether or not he was telling the truth when he said those words or not. Like I think in part, sure, that's true of anybody who's causing problems, all of it. And that's true of family. That's true of the people you love. I mean, there's going to be things that they do that burden you, like the problems she causes, all this, that, and the other, but it doesn't mean you don't care. And I think he's trying to be very adamant and protecting himself because he knows this is what's best for her. I think he's putting up that guard where he's putting up that front. I think he's playing it really nice, chill, and cool because he's trying not to feel it himself. He's trying to not care so he can be okay with her going off when in truth he cares deeply. I mean, look at him today. Like, he can't not talk about her. He loves her. She, he was talking about to call out Madeline about, she's just your replacement for your sister. I was like, motherfucker, you did the same thing. Because initially, before she became that, it was to fill in your family. It was the absence of that. It was all this, that, and the other. And, it was to fill the role of the sister he lost too. So he's guilty of the same thing. Again, I just think it's all posturing and fronting so that he doesn't feel the weight of letting her go, letting her free from the cage. So I think he's trying to numb himself. And also the way that he's been treating Armand as well, kind of not surprised either. It's very demanding, authoritative. The way he's just really, since coming into Paris, really stepped into the shoes of taking charge of not only his life, but even the fact that he's over lording over, commanding, ordering around Armand as well. He's basically the shadow puppeteer of the Coven, which the Coven is kind of over that. And it's another one of those things where I think inevitably he kind of started to fall into, the way he talks about art, the way he talks about this, he's almost become Lestat in a lot of ways. And I don't fucking know. It's weird. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do this. We had the Talamasca thing and this, and Rashid's part of that, and there's this and that, and this, what's going on here. I don't know. I don't know what to feel right now. I really don't. I'm just a mess. Anyway, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna maybe some thoughts will be prompted, or some clarification, or some illumination for more will come from your comments and questions on Patreon. So we're going to go over there, because I am a mental mess at the moment with this one, man. Vivi is going to start us off. I don't have a question because I'm sure you will have answered it before you even read this. I just want to say that I loved when Louise talks about how Madeline sees Claudia in her mind. It's such a beautiful moment for us, the viewers, as well as Louis. All anyone ever wants is for those they love is for them to find a companion in any capacity who sees their inner sparkle. Such a shame for them that it couldn't last longer. Well, are you telling me right now that this is the end? It couldn't last longer? What are you talking about? You're telling me they're not making it out of this? Oh God. Come on. I really didn't expect it though, but fuck. But yeah, the way he was like, I saw Claudia through her eyes and she never looked more beautiful or more radiant or whatever. Yeah, it is the hope. And that's why I think he was really trying to be there and numb himself as much as possible to let her go, to let her escape, to let her go beyond and find what he's been looking for the entire time as well. And yeah, she has always been a third, and whether he wants to agree or not, it is the truth. And I like the way they addressed it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how things play out, though. I didn't think Claudia had a nice, bright, happy fate ahead of her. But God, just as things looked like they were going to be fine, this happens. And I can't imagine everybody's going to leave that stage. We know some of the people that will, most certainly. But anyway. Valentine, Armand and Madeline conversation. Did you glean any insight about Armand, his thoughts and process from his questions to her? And what does Madeline's answers say about her? And ultimately, do you believe that he went into the room already decided that he would not turn her? I think he was looking for a reason to do it. I do think that he probably went into that with his mind already made up, but maybe giving her the opportunity to maybe convince him of the opposite, because he very much so has a very conflicted thought process over this entire thing, his own existence even. And it is a challenging tightrope to walk. So I really do think that he was trying to glean, can you cope with all this? Because I think he struggles too. I think part of him deep down really struggles with their immortality, with their state of being. I don't know. because I don't know. He loathes his position as well. So like, I don't know. Madeline she's lost everything. She's a monster in the eyes of the people around her because she sought love where she could find it. She tried to fill these holes where she could find it, these gaps, and even shown compassion to somebody like we talked about that before, on different levels. And she's just like, her world, she's been bubbles. Like, she, outside of her shop, she has nothing. So her world is already, and she hasn't taken herself out of the equation. She perseveres. She keeps moving forward. She lives in this. She thrives in it. And she's been looking for that somebody the entire time that would fill that void, and Claudia comes along. And I think as long as you have somebody to walk you through that, she'll be fine. But the thing about it is, I think Madeline is just a survivor. And I think whether she underestimates it or not, she's just like, I've been through so many of these cycles already. What's another one? You know, it's just like, she's one that's just going to take things with the punches. Mater in the bedroom and Mater only when it's hot or convenient is definitely in the running for the Daniel line that makes my eyes roll so hard they get stuck in the back of my head. Coming from someone who engages in the kind of dynamic Armand and Louis are trying to practice, that line still rubs me the wrong way. I mean, I kind of get it, what he's trying to say, though. Personally, it is to imply hypocrisy on Armand's part when there is none. Yeah, you're right. Because that's when, I think he said that before we had we had the confession from Armand about things, right? I think up until that point, with what they believed at the time, he might have a leg to stand on when he called that out. But I think after Armand kind of snapped, and we got to see a little bit more behind that, and maybe it was a little unprompted, or not unprompted, a little inaccurate, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Personally, Armand never agreed to turn her and aren't beholden to Louis' every whim. What kind of message is that supposed to send, especially to someone who is literally a formal sex slave? Former sex slave. That his boundaries and autonomy suddenly become null and void because someone gave him an order? Absolutely not. See, I thought when he said that, okay, let's walk this back for a second. I thought when he was saying that Mater in the bedroom, Mater only when hot or convenient, is when he was talking. I thought that was in reference to when he gives up ownership to Louis being the Mater in the comment, you know, because he's in charge at work. He's in charge with the coven. He's in charge here. And he's not when he's with Louis, unless things start to go the other way and he takes control of himself and all this kind of, then the other, I don't know. I'm a little confused, I guess, on where we're landing on this. I think the line itself and what happened, and then now this, and then the new information, it's all absolutely kind of like jumbling around in my brain. Because I agree with you. I think it was a talk on, I really don't know at this point. Maybe, I don't know. I'd love to get some other thoughts on that, because I'm now that I'm thinking about it, I'm also a little confused about what was actually meant and what the takeaway after the fact is supposed to be, because you're right about that in one way for sure. I'm trying to really think through the mental gymnastics of this one, because yeah, it ended up not being true even in what he was trying to say from that standpoint too. Anyway, I don't know. Thoughts? Anybody? I'm legitimately cooked over that one right now. I would love to know, because I just think the wordplay and what was going on at the time, it does kind of get muddied in my head, and I'm not exactly sure what the goal of the phrase versus what happened was. I'd have to go back and rewatch all of that, and I simply don't have the time to do that right now. I'm going to pass the buck over to you guys for that one. We're going to head over to Nightcrawler 247 next. Hello again. God, it's both exciting and sad to see, to think this is the third to last comment I'm writing. There was a lot in this episode. We got to see how, in contradiction to the past, Louis and Armand's fight in modern day was much more passive-aggressive. We finally get to see the relationship between Madeline and Claudia, which makes Madeline's backstory even more significant. It would take a woman who could love a Nazi to love someone like Claudia, to love that girl, but she's a monster. I do see the parallels in a way, but I think it's a little more nuanced than that. But we've talked about that before. But I think the same thing can kind of apply to Claudia, though Claudia, obviously, it's a kind of a different conversation for sure. But yeah, she sees the girl inside. She sees the human inside. Sure, she saw somebody do a horrific act. Claudia, right there in front of her, saved her life, but murdered those people, was literally in the middle of eating somebody at that moment. And she was just like, it's really interesting, that dichotomy, and how like nonchalantly, yeah, sure, she was a little taken aback, a little scared, a little like out of sorts for it in that moment, but she really, again, rolled with the punches for sure, and then became fascinated with it because it just revealed so much about herself that was missing, could be fulfilled by that. It was a really interesting exchange all the same. I imagine you'll cover the big shocks that happen in this episode, so I'll just ask what you think about the character as seemingly as overpowered as Armand, feeling losing to a mutiny of any kind. After all, while he doesn't flex his power often, from what I've seen, it's something to behold. Because I think they didn't challenge him. I think they threatened Louis or them. But then again, Louis here and on trial. But then again, how do they end up together anyway if that was the fact? If it was this grand betrayal of all three of them and not some greater plan behind it, why are they still here now? Unless that's the sin he's still trying to make up for, is that betrayal, that weakness, that cowardice, and that's what he's carrying around. But for Louis to still take him back after that too, I need to know what happens next, because I think that'll inform a lot. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we got a clear, explicit explanation as to what the choice necessarily was, or the terms of the choice. I don't know. But yeah, I would imagine he would have been able to fuck them all up if he really wanted to. Which is why I think they weren't directly threatening him, or they had set something up to where, well, I mean, Lestat was there. We don't know how long Lestat was already here. And as powerful as he might have been, Lestat learned as much as possible, learned as much as he could probably take away from him as well. Lestat may have been weaker initially, maybe more powerful now. I don't know. Maybe it has all to do with Lestat or sheer numbers, or I don't know. I have no fucking clue, dude. And you asked if you need to watch the Talamasca before the Vampire Lestat. No, you're good. Okay, fun, good, thank God. Fun fact, in the book, because Claudia is so young, Madeline was a woman who had lost a child and wanted to be immortal so she could live with Claudia and have a forever daughter who could not die. Interesting. So they shook that up. I completely forget about the difference between book Claudia every time we come into this. And like, yeah, that's interesting shakeup. That's the one that, I mean, I like what they did with this, but like, not even having thought about what the flip side of that would have been in the book, given Claudia in that situation. I feel like, though, well, I don't know how that plays for Claudia in that, because her whole thing in this is like being constantly infantilized her entire life and trying to get away from that to being a forever daughter to somebody who lost a child. I feel like that would exacerbate things. So maybe Claudia's whole arc and shtick is very different in the book, too. Anyway, double up since I'm at last week's fun fact, but book 6, there's a series called the Vampire Armand. I haven't gotten that far, but I get the impression it's his backstory. Since he's my favorite character, I'd kill to see it on screen. Sorry it's too long this time. That was an accident. All good. All good. We got some follow-ups on this one, though. I'm going to read those as well. Vivi chimed in on this one, saying, as someone who has read all the books, the Vampire Armand was just as good as the others, and yes, if they get that far, will make for great television. Exciting. And then Sam also chimes in, I fear the Vampire Armand is too far in the books series to fully adapt. I think they'll pull from it for the next few seasons, but I think they plan on stopping after book 3, probably 6 seasons. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. And then we got REM. We got an episode about our best girls just for everything to go wrong. Claudia can't ever catch a break, man. And why do you think Armand has never made a fledgling? Why does that repulse him so? And do you have any predictions of what will go down next? I think it goes back to what I was saying. He doesn't really like being in charge. He doesn't like being lorded above somebody. It's a part of his condition. It's a part of his demeanor. It's part of his being. As he prefers not to be holding the reins. Will he take charge when he has to? Most certainly. Will he do the hard thing when he has to? Sure. Will he be completely pushed over? No. I mean, he's got his breaking points, but I think the thing is, he doesn't want a fledgling. He doesn't want somebody beneath him, because that also would put him in the slave master's position from when he was a child, or the pimp's position when he was a child, or like on a lesser degree, or depending on how you view it, maybe not, the coven leader. He doesn't like being in charge. He doesn't like being the head of the coven. He doesn't want like having these people beneath him, having to worry about them, having to feel them. He doesn't like any of that. He's more comfortable, seemingly, with passing the reins to someone like Louis or whatever. So I think it just repulses him, because it'd be like reigniting the cycle of what happened to him and his creation, him and his child, him and his life. I think that's why, for me. And do you have any predictions that will go down next? I have a feeling that I think Claudia and Madeline are about to get, I don't know how in the fuck. Obviously, we know because of the paper clipping, the theater burns down. Who survives the fire? We only know for sure Armand and Louis do. Assuming, like I've learned that the Vampire Lestat is the next book in the series, then I would assuming they're chronological, that he survives this. Well, I mean, he's here. I assume he's going to survive this. I don't think they do that little dance with him dying again. But what happens here, I have no idea. I just think something terrible is going to happen to Claudia again, because it's such a pain point as they fixate on how much he's trying not to care about her right now. I think he's going to be right on the cusp of that, and her going off into the sunset and getting the sunset and getting her happy ending and all that, and then just right here maybe have it like. And I think that's what fucked him up about all this, why he hangs on to the journals, why he hangs on to every little bit of her that he can keep, why there's no more written excerpts from Claudia up until this point. Yeah, I don't know. Finally, Tammy, that reveal at the end. He's back. Did you see it coming, or did it take you by surprise? I mean, they were trying to reach out to him. I thought he would just be a participant, like in the audience. I figured if we were going to get him, it would be in the final episode. I was definitely shocked for him to be in on whatever the hell this is, down there in the dressing room, getting ready. I assume to take the stage and join the trial, maybe as a witness, maybe as, I don't know. I'm very interested, but I don't think he's going to let anybody fuck with Louis, especially with that whole little well, that was in the 70s. I was going to say that, like, even in the 70s, like, we had confirmation he survived all that. Duh. He literally talked in the 70s flashback. He loves Louis. He still does. I don't think he's going to let anything happen to him. And it's not, he doesn't give a shit about any of them either. So I don't know. I don't see him as like coming in to save the day type. But fuck, it definitely caught me off guard that he popped up now, though. I will say, dude. All right, two episodes, and we're done. We're all caught up, and I'm going to do my best to try to react to the Vampire Lestat on time whenever it's airing. That's going to be a goal. I'm going to try. So keep an eye out for that. But guys, that's all I got for this one. I'm going to leave it there and pass it off to you. What'd you guys think? How do you feel about everything that transpired? Also, clarifications on the whole little exchange there between Armand, Daniel, and Louis in the present day that we were talking about earlier. Love your thoughts and your opinions on that, and just literally everything, man, because there's just so much, and there's going to be varying perspectives about so much of this, which makes it why it makes it such fun television. But we'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Or if you want to see the full length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out Lily Jensen, Kiana Chanel, McGreg, Angela Burr, Calvin Brindley, Sleepy Bastard, Theodore Wolf, The Honk, and Denise Mauricio. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors and the channel, helping sponsor and support the rescues that I'm going to take care of here at the office. You guys have been a tremendous help with all of that. Thank you guys so much. And as always, I want to shout out our channel legends. You and the patrons allow us to do so much of what we do over here. Without you guys, we would not be able to keep up with all this endless content, getting out with the editing, the copyright claims, all that jazz, so we can keep getting into the drama and bringing the stuff to you guys here on YouTube, because without y'all we wouldn't be here. But that's just for you guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.